what the person in Guinea-Conakry says. That I now say to this Guinea-Conakry who was walking the streets of Johannesburg, go home. They don't understand it. And the reason they don't understand it is because during the course of the struggle, the continent came to own South Africa. Very, very much South African. This South African struggle was not just a South African struggle, it was their struggle. So, one prediction I will make, the Africans will continue to come to South Africa. Doesn't matter what you do. You can't change the hearts and the minds of these Africans. It's a particular frame of mind with regard to South Africa which they have to liberate. What we as South Africans have got to do is to say, how do we deal with this? You are not going to solve the problem of unemployment here by shouting against undocumented Africans. And leave the culprits. The culprits are sitting here. I can even tell you their names.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
But we're pointing fingers at the wrong people and people are shouting.
We gather today at a time when South Africa has, over the past few weeks, observed acts of violence against foreign nationals. While acknowledging concerns about illegal foreign nationals involved in crime, we strongly condemn the anti-migrant protests and xenophobic violence. And we urge law enforcement to address these issues through legal means, not mob violence.
A wave of public demonstrations attributed to a group known as March and March has continued to draw national attention in the country amid growing debate over immigration, crime and community safety. While protests have largely been described by participants as peaceful, they have also sparked strong political reactions and widespread controversy on social media. The former president Thabo Mbeki and current deputy president Paul Mashatile issued stern criticism of the movement, allegedly warning participants against violence directed at foreign nationals. According to these claims, two leaders are said to have condemned any form of vigilantism and emphasized that no group has the authority to forcibly remove foreign nationals from South Africa. Supporters of March and March movement, meanwhile, maintain that their demonstrations are focused on highlighting concerns about crime and alleged illegal economic activity in certain communities. Their mobilization has led to exposure of drug-related activities and other criminal behavior. The March and March group has also helped the young entrepreneur Maziku Bega from Gauteng, who was kidnapped in February after reportedly being targeted by individuals linked to foreign nationals. Mazi was told to sell his spaza shop, but he refused to sell his spaza shop to foreign nationals. Hence, he was kidnapped. The president of the EFF, Julius Malema, has also criticized the March and March and described them as fools, and has stated in many times that March and March are a group of fools who are not educated and xenophobic. Meanwhile, President Cyril Ramaphosa has condemned recent violent protests and criminal acts targeting foreign nationals in parts of South Africa, warning that no individual or group has the right to take the law into their own hands. Ramaphosa said that attacks and intimidation of foreign nationals do not represent the views of South Africa's people nor reflect our government's policy. The recent violent protests and criminal acts directed at foreign nationals in parts of our country do not represent the views in South Africa's people nor reflect our government's policy. He described those behind the unrest as opportunists, exploiting the frustrations of poor communities under the guise of activism, and said some of these people are assuming functions that only state officials are permitted to perform, including stopping people to check identification and conducting searches of private property. Such lawlessness will not be tolerated regardless of who the perpetrators our victims are. While condemning xenophobic violence, the president acknowledged growing public concern over undocumented migration, saying illegal immigration poses risk to social stability, governance, and national security. He said undocumented migration places severe pressure on healthcare, housing, and municipal services, especially in struggling communities, while also distorting the labor market. And said in a country with high unemployment, some employers are exploiting undocumented, cheaper foreign labor over hiring citizens and paying them legal wages. Not only is this fueling social tension, it is actively undermining our labor protection regime and eroding the hard-won rights of workers. Ramaphosa said government was intensifying efforts to secure South Africa's borders and enforce immigration and labor laws. He praised the Border Management Authority for intercepting around 450,000 people attempting to enter the country illegally during the last financial year. Ramaphosa also reiterated plans announced during the State of the Nation address to recruit up to 10,000 labor inspectors to clamp down on employers who hire undocumented foreign nationals illegally, and said we continue to arrest and deport undocumented foreign nationals in accordance with the law as we take forward the fight against corruption within immigration system. At the same time, Ramaphosa warned South Africans against contributing to illegal activities linked to undocumented migration, including fake marriages, corruption, and illegal sale of state-subsidized housing. He stressed that South Africa remained committed to African solidarity, regional integration, and human rights, saying isolated criminal acts should not damage the country's international standing, and said there's no place in South Africa for xenophobia, ethnic mobilization, intolerance, or violence. Everyone in South Africa is bound by the same laws, and we are committed to ensure that they are respected and upheld by citizen and foreign national alike.
Share live, ukuthi kwenzakalani eSouth Africa njengamanje. Follow share live.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.